we thank Abhi and Nimi very much for inviting us. We are quite a crowd, I can see. And fortunately the new home is big enough so we can all sit here. And we have also, besides the friends of Abhi and Nimi, we have our Hamburg Harinam Sankirtan group here. Prabhu and Vihastu. Hieronimo. Okay. Okay. So thank you for inviting us again.
Thank you for coming over.
My wife is here, and myself. We have known Abhi and Nimi for quite a few years before they got married, and we replaced or substituted their parents during the wedding ceremony because the parents were in Bangladesh and couldn't come. So since that time, Abhi and Nimi are they're two of our 5 children now. We have 3 own children plus Abhi and Nimi. That's 5 children. And so we are happy to be here today. And this meeting, as far as I understand, is for blessing the home. So I wanted to speak a little bit about the importance of the meaning of a home, which in Sanskrit is called griha. Griha, you know, geha in Bengali, right? Geha. Geho, okay. So there is one Bengali saint, Srila Bhaktivinoda Thakur, he says, Mana sadeha geho yokicho more. You understand that? It's West Bengali. So it means my mind, my body, and my home, I all dedicate it to the Supreme Lord. So first of all, what is a griha? A griha is not simply a housing, some roof over the head, but griha means there is a husband and a wife. And then also in the future, when the husband and wife living in the griha, there will probably be children also. So we have seen this place, it's nice and big. But also there are 2 types of married people. One is the griha medhi, and then there is the grihastha. There's a difference between those 2. Grihastha means one who stays at the home, but he knows I'm not the home. It's very easy to understand that I'm not the home because you just moved from one place to the next. So you left your old home behind you, you moved into the new home, and after, we wish that you will live here for many years, but it may also be that after you move to another home. So it's not that by leaving one home besides you, you have changed. Your mentality, your mind, body are all the same, but only the very external home has changed. So the grihastha knows he is staying in the home, but he doesn't identify with the home. He takes the home as a means to do his work, to follow his duties in life. But then there is another person, he's called the griha medhi. Griha medhi. You understand that? It's a Sanskrit term. Griha medhi is one who always meditates on the home only. He will think that I will never leave this home. I haven't met such people. I will stay in this place until I die, and I decorate this place as much as I can because I am this home, which actually is an illusion. So even when in the morning people go to work, then they come home. So it's good to decorate the home and make it nice, but one shouldn't identify too much with it because after all it's temporary. So that's one thing I wanted to say. Then another thing about how can we help this consciousness of not being the home but being different from the home. How can we give support to this consciousness, or how can we initiate this consciousness, and this works by having a murti of Krishna in the home. Huh? I can see there is a very small murti of Krishna. So when I came, I asked her, where's Krishna? And okay, Nimi and Abhi showed me there is Krishna. So if you get a little closer, you can see Krishna with a flute. So Krishna, or God, should be the center of the home, in order that we don't identify overly with it and get too much entangled into only maintaining the home. So we should raise our consciousness to God consciousness, and therefore I would recommend Abhi and Nimi to get a bigger murti. You can put it in a place where it is more visible, in the central place, little altar you can have. And then also there is this term, Kartam Isha. You have ever heard this? The Lord of the activities, or the boss. Who is the boss in the home? In German we say der Hausherr, der Hausherr. There is der Hausherr. Who is the boss in the home? Especially when people are just recently married or they are young couples, they generally quarrel who is the boss in the home. It often happens that the wife is the boss in the home, and the husband is the boss outside the home. And this is the traditional Vedic way. But when the husband comes home, or in this case, Nimi also works, when you come home, then first thing you have to clarify who is the boss in this home, right? The wife will have certain advantages because she's the boss of the kitchen. Mostly, huh? Are you both cook? Abhi also knows how to cook?
Yes.
Yeah? So that's good. It's shared, so it's... but you will feel there is always a competition for superiority in married couples, which can get very entangling. One may get offended by the partner. It could happen. Huh? One may feel diminished in one's importance or position by the partner. Sometimes the husband feels impaired in this way, sometimes the wife. Can happen. And then that also extends to the house. So the husband may have to move to another room because his wife... and then he'll decorate his room. I've counted many places here. Many rooms you have. Enough facility. So Abhi can move into the basement, and there he can set up his studio or his little paradise, and Nimi can move into another room. There's enough space here, but that can get very entangling. This struggle. So therefore, if there is Kartam Isha, the Lord of activities, who is Lord Vishnu, then this struggle will not be there. You just give a special position to Krishna or Vishnu, put him in a nice place, and worship him regularly. In the morning you put some water and some fruit and a little flower, and during the day you dedicate some time for Harinam, worshipping Krishna. This will definitely diminish your struggle for existence. See the real importance of life, which according to Vedic scripture is to go back home, back to God, back to the real home. Because the home we never leave, that is with Krishna. Krishna is always sitting by the side of the spirit soul, the Atma, as Paramatma. So that is our real home. And we will now have Harinam here. We'll chant the holy name to give you some example how you could worship Krishna. Hare Krishna.